It's almost the very middle of January, and already, incredibly, daffodils have grown up and they're over a hand's height. Look at this. That's flower bud there. Another one there. More here. It's incredible. 14th of January. This is the earliest I've ever seen them. The crocuses are up too, but they haven't gotten much taller than the last time. But it is still mid-January, so it's pretty good. And here they are. But even more amazing, sweet pea coming up, and it's a very delicate plant. New shoots of sweet pea. Pretty incredible. This is something really amazing because these are tulips and it's the 14th of January and they're above the ground. Not only above the ground but well above the ground. We shouldn't be seeing these for another 2 months anyway, and it's really hard to know what the factor is because we've had a very cold winter, we had a cold autumn, we've had rain, we've had ice, we've had even bits of snow. Still probably colder to come, but it's very strange because we do have a little bit more sunlight than usual, but it's really weird. It's hard to know exactly what's happening this year because even in years when we've had very mild weather, we've never had daffodils, crocuses and tulips coming up in the middle of January. And in fact they've come up in early January because it's only the middle now and they're already well above ground. And more here. Is this early plant growth evidence of climate change? I don't think so, because the temperature in the soil is below normal, and we've been told that several times by the Met Office that everything is actually below normal. We've had more rain even than would be on average. We have had more sunlight, and I think that's probably going to turn out to be the factor that makes a difference, except that we've had sunnier winters and we haven't had plants arriving as early or coming out of the ground as early, so it's still a bit of a mystery. I guess it remains to be seen. Could the plants be predicting the spring we're going to get? Now that's the interesting possibility, that maybe somehow they can tell. Now most people would say that's impossible. The way they grow now is because of the way they were growing in the previous year. If we had a better summer the year before, then we'd have better growth and earlier growth in the spring. But that's not actually true, because many plants are very sensitive to soil temperatures and they only arise when there is actually good weather. Crocuses particularly will only bloom when the snow is gone or just about to go. So it would be interesting to see if plants can actually predict an early spring. And if it is true, if they can predict an early spring, then this year we're definitely going to have an early spring, because they've never come out of the ground so early as they have this year. Bear in mind, it's only January 14th. So let's see what happens anyway. It could turn into a huge snowfall for late winter or early spring, and then that's the end of that. That proves that it doesn't work, but I suspect we are going to get very early, probably bright but balmy spring, and we'll keep watching and see what happens. But the snowdrops have not come out of the ground yet. They're not flowering yet, so maybe they know something the others don't.